The Blind Goat is my very first restaurant concept. The name was chosen because I'm known as the blind cook or the blind chef. We decided to do a twist on that name, and the Blind Goat is called that way because I was born the year of the goat in Vietnamese astrology, so I am now the Blind Goat. When I tell people what my vision is like, I describe it as though if you were to come out of a very hot shower and you looked into the steamy mirror, that's kind of what I see. So I see some shadows, I can see contrasting colors, and everything's kind of just very blurry and foggy. My restaurant is named the Blind Goat because I was born the year of the goat, like in Vietnamese astrology. Opening a restaurant is a dream of mine. It was even a dream before I was ever on MasterChef. So this is kind of like the dream culminating, after winning a cooking series, after writing a New York Times bestselling cookbook. So yes, my dreams have come full circle. Hi, I'm Christine Ha, and you're here at my restaurant, The Blind Goat at Bravery Chef Hall. I was born with full vision, and it wasn't until I was in my 20s when I started having inflammation in one of my optic nerves. Later, that they correctly diagnosed me with something called neuromyelitis optica. My vision loss was gradual over several years in my 20s. At the time, I was in grad school for creative writing at U of H. Really just wanted a space where I didn't have to edit myself, just write about something that I was interested in. So let me write about what it's like to live as someone with a vision impairment, and I love food, I love cooking and eating. I decided to get the domain name theblindcook.com, and I just started writing about food and had recipes on there, or like restaurants I would try. Producers found my blog randomly, so they reached out to me and then they said, oh, we are coming to Austin if you want to audition for a show called MasterChef.
Wow, wow, wow.
I thought I would just go and audition and then have a story to write about.
First name is?
My name is Christine.
Christine, in the history of MasterChef, we've never had a blind contestant. Welcome.
I kept passing the rounds of auditions, and they said, okay, you're gonna come to LA, meet the real judges like Gordon Ramsay, and I just kind of went with it.
One of my teaching methods with young chefs today is that we put a blindfold on them and they understand
Correct.
The texture, the taste.
The whole competition, I would say, is one of the most stressful yet rewarding experiences of my life. It's like pretty much like culinary boot camp. I had the same amount of time to cook as everyone else, so I didn't really have a moment that I thought I would win up until the very moment when Gordon called my name, and I was still extremely shocked.
Christine!
I was lucky enough that Gordon Ramsay was happy to write the foreword to my cookbook called Recipes from My Home Kitchen. It was actually part of the prize of winning MasterChef. There's Vietnamese food in there that I grew up eating, there's American food in there that I grew up eating, and just all of things that I find comforting. Yeah, it's just a soft opening, so our menu is pretty limited. I think it was important for me to open in Houston at my first place because I grew up here, I know the town very well. Now it's a place that people are moving to instead of moving away. I'm hoping that we still have some left because everything's been flying off the shelf. It was a natural fit to open in Bravery Chef Hall. I'm surrounded by seasoned chefs that have done restaurants and been in the industry for quite a long time, so I'm being mentored by them. I think when you go through challenges in life, it really does build your character. It makes you into a stronger person and a better person if you learn how to deal with it right. It's okay to show signs of weakness, and it's okay to ask for help. Devontae, how's the fish sauce going? Celebrate the small victories, just keep trying your best and surround yourself with people who are very supportive. Same thing with opening a restaurant. It's scary, but I feel like I have good people around me, good partners, so you can't do it alone, it's all about teamwork. Like in the restaurant, because I like to leave the peel on.